So now I'm gonna just quickly go through the different, basically just to make sure you have all your bases covered on the marketing, all the different places that you should have marketing for your website, just to promote the website, but also to promote subscriptions specifically. So homepage, article teaser, newsletter, social media, and print. These are the areas that we're going to be looking at. And remember, the goal is to always drive them to this subscription page. That's what we have right here. This is just a block that shows up on the Journal Tribune's subscription page, and everything is pointed to that. So the first thing, that just box you want to check on your checklist: do we have a clear way for people to subscribe on the home page? Okay, I think a lot of people, when they have, especially someone else set up their website for them that's not in the newspaper business, then they'll just throw the subscribe button in the primary navigation, or worse, even like in the footer or something like that, somewhere tucked away that blends in with everything else. You really want to just separate that out. I like to have it as like a big red button. Red is a good color. Blue, like these are popular colors for in the ad industry these days. So you want to focus on what's working there, but also not make it. I kind of like the idea of not making it look like an ad. It's kind of, this is like a button on the website. It's a function of the website. But some people will also run house ads on the right column or anywhere on the homepage, because your homepage is just going to be where you get the most traffic. And if you put it in the header message, like right in the nameplate area, then it will be on every page of the website, and that's actually the most ideal. Then we've got the article teaser, and I think again most CMSs probably work like this by default. If not, it might be just an option to turn this on, so you might want to look into it. I know it's possible on WordPress where you can customize the message that shows up on the article teaser where it cuts off. So you've got, this is a case where someone clicked on a newsletter link, or they came to the homepage, they clicked on an article, and maybe they ran out of their meter count, right, for the month. So they see this. Okay, now this is a key point to capture sales, because this is a person that has used up their allotted 3 or 4 articles a month, and we want to make it very easy for them to subscribe. So we don't want them to have to go back to the homepage and look for that button, even if they remember where that is, because we did good marketing there. We want to have the button right here, subscribe today. You can do a lot more with this. You can have a large red subscribe button here too, to make it consistent across the board. But this is all customizable in WordPress. So that's another important place to capture people. This is kind of like a point further back in the purchase cycle. If they're on the actual article, that's the closest to making a purchase. But this is the newsletter, and this is a great tool for, I guess, widening the funnel, the sales funnel, getting more leads into the funnel and starting to get information on what they're interested in. You can do all that with the newsletter. We'll talk about that in a minute here on the sales part. But for this, really all that I'm saying here is that you want to have a newsletter going out that's free and is basically a lead generator for you. So you set it up so that anyone can sign up for the newsletter. They get the headlines and teasers for free emailed to them once a week. They click on any of these teasers and they either hit the paywall or they hit the meter. But this is just going out automatically. It's pulling articles, the latest articles from your website, and every time you just want to have this nice clean branding at the top, your logo, and maybe a message on how to subscribe. Just click here to subscribe for $1.99 a week, or whatever your pricing is. Okay, let's get to, then the one other thing I just want to mention for our hometown customers that are listening, part of our newsletter that I think is a really cool tool is the automated coupon generator. And so what you can do with this is set up basically a separate group of newsletters to go out just to your ex-subscribers, or people that have never subscribed to actually pay for the website, but they gave you their email for the newsletter. You can set it up so that they get a special newsletter with a coupon at the top. So we're automatically generating this coupon and just putting it on the non-subscriber emails, and it could say, any custom message. Become a subscriber today, 99 cents for the first month. Auto renews at $7.99 or something like that. So that's just kind of a way to enhance the newsletter marketing. Okay, social media. This is the way that the journal does it at journaltrib.com. I think it's very elegant. She has just a one-sentence teaser and then a brief ad there. Now read your local news for just $1.99 per week with auto renewal. I think that's a great idea. It takes a little bit more effort than just copying and pasting the link onto your Facebook posts, but I think it's well worth it. So she's really just getting that price right up front, reinforcing the price in the audience's mind, so that later she can offer maybe special discounts on that price. It means something because you've established the number. Okay, it's $2 a week, $10 a month. You can establish that value in the audience's mind. Okay, and then lastly, print. It's just kind of there's actually a lot here that I can talk about. Let's see how we're doing on time. Pretty good. So with print, you just want to be doing the basics, obviously, of putting it on your homepage in the nameplate area. But there's more that we could be doing here. And here's some ideas from our blog. And if you never checked out our blog, I would love for you all to do that. You just go to our homepage, our-hometown.com. You can sign up for our newsletter if you're not already on it. We put out several blog posts a week on just tips that either we're learning from our customers or we're reading about in the industry on how to do things more effectively. And here's 5 ideas on how to promote your website in the print edition, just so to expose that audience. So including the website on your front page. Also, you can include a lot of papers that we see, include the URL on every page of the website, somewhere in the footer. So it's just, again, right on front of mind. If your audience ever wants to go to your website, they know what the URL is. They don't have to Google you or anything. Then publish surplus photos on the website. That's another great use of the unlimited space that you have in terms of the data online. So you can have a story in print with 1 or 2 photos, but maybe you had a couple dozen extras that you weren't able to run. Tell the reader in the print edition that there's a whole gallery of images on that story on the website. Maybe even include the URL. Okay. Same thing with actual content, the article, continuing the story online. If you ran out of space for the actual article content, you can run the full version online, an abbreviated version in print, mentioning that in the print edition. That's one thing that would be very natural if you were doing reverse publishing, something that we talk about a lot with our customers. If you wrote the full version online and then had to do an abbreviated one for print, you could do that very naturally with the reverse publishing workflow. Okay, number 4, you've got interactive content online. So we've got videos, we've got audio articles, which are like mini podcasts. They're automatically created for stories on our WordPress platform, and things like polls, contests, and again, just telling the reader about this in the print edition. You've obviously got to do it online first, but then you got to get the eyeballs there. And finally, maybe a more formal way of promoting the website would be to run, some type of a house ad there. Okay, so that's just a little bit of a diversion, really quick, on marketing.